Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, my name is David Popovich, aka the Bookworm, and welcome to Bookworm Reviews. There have been a lot of major changes going on these last few years in the LGBTQ community. Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed, the Defense Against Marriage Act was deemed unconstitutional by the Supreme Court, and the general public is starting to accept LGBTQ people more and more with each passing year. Yet one of the biggest changes that happened this year that got a lot of attention is probably the most pointless.
History in the NFL, Michael Sam drafted by the St. Louis Rams, becoming the first openly gay player ever drafted.
Think about it. Repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell made sure gays and lesbians can be in the military. The removal of the Defense Against Marriage Act gave federal marriage laws to those that accept gay marriage and destroying state bans. And here we have one single openly gay man getting drafted in the NFL. One of these things is not like the other. I mean, it's football. Football. In the grand objective scheme of things, it doesn't really change much. Yet, in many ways, it does. While the first two have a political background, Michael Sam getting drafted in the NFL as openly gay is more cultural. Football has always been built up as the pinnacle of masculinity, where manly men battle it out, putting their blood, sweat, and tears for our amusement, which can only be done because they are 100% straight.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
Michael Sam getting drafted as the first openly gay player has already shaken up those misconceptions, which, as time goes on, will leave a lasting impact that will affect millions in its own way. Which brings us to our final book for Pride Month that deals with the subject of a gay football player 5 years before anyone even knew who Michael Sam was, featuring a tiger and a fox. Sit back and relax as we dive into Out of Position by Kyle Gold. So, like many romance stories, it starts with a boy meeting a girl. Said boy is Devin Miskey, a football player at Forster University, a small liberal arts college where football isn't that big of a deal. On a Friday night, he and his teammates are out looking to hook up. One fox in particular has captured Dev's attention, Lee. She's smart, witty, and very attractive. The two go off to do what drunken college students do, when it turns out Lee is a he.
What a twist!
But being both drunk and horny, Dev goes along with it, just putting it off as a one-time fling that will never happen again. But that night sparked something within Dev, making it the only thing he could think about, making him go back to Lee as the seeds of a relationship begin to take root. I bet some of you are wondering why I chose this book in particular to end Pride Month. Well, it's because it's by the same author of Waterways, which I reviewed a while back. A very important book to me because it helped me to come to terms with my sexuality. Watch the review if you want more details. Also, I'm a furry. Again, watch the Waterways review if you want more details. But lastly, because this book is one of Kyle Gold's biggest hits. Like, there are 3 sequels after this book, with one more in the works. So this book has been on my radar for a while. Gay characters, anthropomorphic animals, and Kyle Gold. It hits all major points of interest for me. So how was it? I loved it. Like, a lot. Out of Position starts off from the same cloth as Waterways. An assuming straight man realizes he's gay thanks to a fox. Just change the main characters, high school for college, and add football. But Waterways was a story about coming to terms with your sexuality. Out of Position is about relationships. It does start with Dev confronting himself about being gay, But that plot point is over very early in the book, focusing more on how Dev and Lee try to handle their relationship in the hyper-masculine world of football, seeing his struggle to hide it from everyone, but how he can't deny his love for Lee. Just a kiss from him is enough to set him ablaze. It's like a drink of water after a full practice. It's stepping into air conditioning on a hot summer day. It's a steaming cup of hot chocolate with frost on the window. It's all that combined, times 100. It's passion. It's fireworks. It's so good, I forget everything, even where I am. But the book isn't just about Dev. It also focuses on Lee as he faces his own set of struggles. You see, Lee is a very active gay activist, always looking for ways to fight for equal rights. In fact, Lee dressed up as a girl so he could have sex with one of the football players as revenge for when they beat up his best friend for being queer. But his relationship with Dev is different from all his previous boyfriends. Instead of having one to show off his lifestyle, Dev could be the one. It still feels weird to call him that. I've had boyfriends before. Plenty of them. It's a casual term, loosely slung about when you stop looking at other guys for a few weeks. You wear it proudly to your straight friends because it's a validation of your lifestyle. I am gay, and I have a committed partner. So there, myth of promiscuity. You wear it proudly to your gay friends in the way that women show off engagement rings. Look, I got someone to commit to me. And the silly truth is that there's a world of difference between the boyfriends I had before now and the boyfriend I have now. However, he also wonders why he is in a relationship with a jock that is hiding in the closet. Lee is all about being open and free for all to see, not hiding in fear. It makes him retrospect about his past relationships and what it means for this relationship. Is it even worth it if he can't be who he is? I look back on high school and laughed at how naive I've been. Now I look back at that and laugh, but more quietly. Because I'm starting to wonder what I'll be feeling when I look back at myself in a few more years, and whether I'll be laughing then at my ignorance now. That's the biggest theme of the book. How much can a relationship change you, but for the better? The book doesn't give whether Dev or Lee are in the right, because a relationship is about how two people, no matter how different, come together to better each other. We see how Lee helps out Dev improve his football skills for a chance to go pro, something he believed was never possible for him, while Dev gives Lee a new avenue that goes against everything his family set up for him. There are so many wonderful scenes of the two facing these issues, seeing the sacrifices they make, the love they share, that kept me glued to the book like no other. However, I should note that the book is intended for adults. Why? Because there are several very detailed sex scenes, which will turn some people off. If not for Dev and Lee being gay, then the fact that they are an anthropomorphic tiger and fox.
No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 Hell no. 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 I refuse. No. No.
It's understandable, but I'm not a fan of it. The sex scenes are there because they are the ultimate expression of their love. They are not used just to fill the book, but to showcase how much Dev and Lee love each other. Heck, this passage here pretty much sums it up. Sex is the physical act of putting yourself in a position where you can't help but be honest, where your body flails about and your tongue hangs out and you make crazy noises and that's all you. And you choose the person you love to do it with and they do the same thing and you see, maybe not each other's souls, but a little glimpse into what you both are, sharing a private part of yourselves. Love is the natural extension of that, allowing you to relax and be yourself with someone, dropping the act we put on every day. Just because it may be way out of your comfort zone doesn't mean you shouldn't give it a chance. The power of any medium is giving us a chance to look into a life outside our own, to give us insight, to open our minds, to reveal how diverse this world is. Let me remind you that a few weeks ago, I reviewed my first lesbian book. It too featured very detailed sex scenes that were way out of my comfort zone. But it gave me a view to something that I don't really think about. Trust me when I say, Out of Position is a tried and true, mature book. Not because of the sex, but in how it treats the subject of relationships in a respectable, honest way that is 100% organic. That by the time I got to the last page, I wanted to go back to page 1 and start again. It's not that hard to see why this book is insanely popular within the furry community. Dev and Lee are amazing characters. Kyle Gold builds a story that is both intimate and vast, that will pull you in all the right ways of how two people from two completely different worlds come together. I can't imagine getting up on a fall morning and not having a game to prepare for. I can't imagine never getting up in the morning next to him. Plus, it gives us an interesting view of how a game of football is played with anthropomorphic animals. And just to put icing on the cake, the book has several illustrations from one of my favorite artists, Blotch, which are beautiful, expressive, and detailed. Whoa!
My poor insane son.
Needless to say, I can't wait to read the sequels. Whoa!
Insane son.
What about you, Internet? What's your opinion about Out of Position? Next week, I won't be seeing you guys. I'm taking a small break for the 4th of July. But don't worry, I'll be back in 2 weeks. And trust me, I know exactly how to kill the time. Till next time, have a nice day.